Hello everybody, welcome to the staffing update, and we thought we'd do this as a way of making sure everybody's got the same understanding of where we are currently and where we're going to be going to. So as you know, since 2012 we've introduced a new staffing model. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody really for implementing this in such a professional way. Maintaining our core values and making decisions in line with the staffing principles. This, we believe, has moved us forward to a great position. So the background of where we are, whether you're aware or not, we've got some significant savings to make over the next few years. Specifically, 2015-16, we've got to save 5.8 million. 2016-17 we've got to save 4.4 million, and 2017-18 we've got to save 4.1 million. Now this will present us with some significant challenges, as you can imagine. One of these challenges is looking at new types of staffing models. This will allow us to maintain the same level of service delivery but doing it in a different way. Within the plan, we've got some specific timelines that are crucial in the short term, certainly over the next 3 to 6 months. So, just to give you some ideas of what these are. So on the 4th of November, what we're going to do is present our current position and the timeframes that I'm just about to discuss to JCC. Then moving forward from November until February, we're going to discuss with yourselves, the rep bodies and all the people that the staffing involves, any ideas or options for future staffing arrangements. And then what we're going to do is create an options document. Then from the outcomes of these discussions, on the 16th of February, we're going to present these options to full Fire Authority committee meeting. Now what will happen there is the Fire Authority will decide on the approach that we wish to take as an organisation, and then from this point we will then start discussing, consulting, negotiating with rep bodies and all the people that it involves the way forward and how we implement things like this. As you know, for the last 12 to 18 months we've been discussing ideas as an organisation. So these are ideas that are already on the table, and I must stress that they are ideas. There's been no design or implementation timeframes for any of them. So these won't come as a shock to you. But I've got to stress that these are specifically ideas at the moment. For example, self-rostering. We've talked about this a number of times through staffing roadshows, etc., etc. The alignment of core and late shift. There's also an opportunity to possibly use overtime to supplement any shortfalls. LRFC stations. These are just a few that are on the table. What we'd like to do now though is sort of use the ideas that you have of our teams, because what we believe is the people who actually work this model generally come up with the best ideas and solutions. So the opportunity for you now is to help us design what is our next steps. There are some caveats though that come with that. So before all the ideas get thrown across the table, what we've got to do is maintain our current response model. So that's 38 fire stations, 41 PRLs and 19 BRVs. This is actually absolutely critical to how we deliver our services. Now we currently do that with 1,322 members of staff. So our challenge to you is, how do we provide the same level of service like I've just discussed with less people? Now you may want to consider how we do this, thinking around the current staffing model. Now I'll just get you to think of, add up all the times when you've got 6 or 7 people on duty, and then if those come to about 150 shifts per year, that equates to 1 firefighter post. And that calculation is from the 183 days minus the 33 days leave. So effectively, each individual works 150 shifts per year. So what we'd like you to do is start discussing this with your teams and, you know, coming up with alternative solutions to how we can do this. I have to say that nothing is off the table here. So, you know, be as innovative as you can. I have got to stress as well. I did mention before about the response model that we need to maintain 5 riders on our PRL, on the first PRL, and 3 riders on the BRV. There'll be a couple of ways how you can engage with the staffing team and really feedback in your ideas and your solutions. The first way, we're going to set up a forum on the Alfresco, the Staffing Alfresco site. If you remember from when we implemented the new staffing, this was a fantastic tool, and we had thousands and thousands of reads and views, and people really engaged in this way. And it's certainly one method that I believe is a good way to spread the word and throw the ideas out. Secondly, there'll be an opportunity for a number of roadshows to take place. And this will give you an opportunity to not only discuss your ideas or where we're going with the staffing team, but also with your colleagues as well. So with all this in mind, you know, go back to your teams, have a conversation, try and come up with some really out of the box ideas on how we can do things differently. This is what we need to do, you know, to drive us forward, certainly over the next 3 or 4 years, thinking differently and being as innovative as we've been in the past. Thank you.